So we're gonna start off cold, man. There is no need for any intro because it's now time we get real. I've got your boy Eric here, but I have a few things to say before I bring in Eric and we completely break down what has happened. So let me just be very clear with you guys. It's over. It's over. It's finished. Chelsea's chance of winning the Premier League title is over. Now, I want Chelsea around the Burnley team. I said, look, see, if you're not ready for this or built for this, don't come to the party. So you had a mess up with Burnley. Cool. United, it is what it is. Now, I predicted 2-2. I actually thought it would be 2-2. And I said to people that West Ham, this is a banana peel. And we have to give credit to David Moyes and how he's managing and coaching this freaking team. But we have to be real. It's over. This team isn't ready to do what Liverpool and Man City will do. Liverpool are going to beat Wolves. And City, precisely because they've had the results. Because I told you, City and Liverpool, they play afterwards. So they will even watch what Liverpool are going to do to Wolves. Watch what City are going to do. Because right now, come the end of today, Chelsea will be third. Come the end of today, Chelsea are going to go from top of the table, where you could have had really got some gap between guys, to Chelsea are going to be third by the end of proceedings today. And we'll get to and try to understand just how the hell all of this happened. But I'm here to be brutally honest. I'm not sure about Lukaku. I'll say it. Eric, I know Eric's going to come in and talk to me, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure about Lukaku. I'm not sure. As you see, is okay, guys. Okay, what up? What up? Okay, I'm real. Fine, I'm here. I'm here. I'm not hiding. Okay, what? Maybe Lukaku. Maybe it's a dud. Maybe it is a dud. Who knows? Okay, I can't wait till May. Fine. Hates me. Say all you want. I'll be real with you. Maybe Lukaku was a dud. Is that what you wanted me to say? Are those what? Maybe Lukaku is a flop. Now what? This team isn't built to win this league. It isn't. I said that Pep, Klopp, these guys, it's a high level. If you're not ready to go to that high level, you cannot make any mistakes. Because if you had beaten Burnley, this was is bad, but maybe you can still sign. You should have really beaten United. I know it's United, but you should have really beaten United. Jorginho is trash. He's trash. And any Chelsea fan who comes and says that this guy should have been something, you're a flipping moron. He's crap. He's a brick. I'm making his class C. 2 games in a row, this guy has done something that's led to freaking mistakes right now. Don't come for Edouard Mendy. Don't come for Edouard Mendy, because Edouard Mendy has done so much good stuff. He's afforded one bad game. One bad game. So don't come for Edouard Mendy. Jorginho is crap. He's garbage. This team doesn't have I told you guys, this is big time right now. If you don't have the character personality, don't waste my time. So this is real. If I hear any Chelsea fan that comes and says, oh, it's not over, I will punch you in the face. I swear to you, I will beat the crap out of you. I swear, I dare any Chelsea fan to come to me with that stupid cheerleading, pom-pom, tribalistic crap and say, oh, don't give up. No. I know this. I've been following football since 93. Yes, I've been following football since 1993. I've been watching football league since 1993. A lot more than a lot of you freaking Whipper suppers right now. I've seen this. This team can't win this league. You can see when a team can win this league. Do you know what Pep does? Pep, he lives this. He lives this. He's trashing the Champions League, and we'll get him now. In terms of the league, if you give Pep a sniff, you put it on a freaking plate. So this is clear, and I'm going to bring in Eric. It's over. Lukaku might be a flop. I respect Mount. Don't come for Edouard Mendy. This team doesn't have the character or the person to say what's up. Kante is needed. Kante is freaking needed in this team. I respect Mount. Kante has always been the spine of this freaking team. And Jorginho is a piece of trash. And any stupid, tribalistic, dumb, dim-witted, good-for-nothing, filthy, stinking, stupid, EDL-supporting, pro-white, nationalistic, idiotic, flipping Queen Lizzie piece of gutter trash Chelsea fan that supports Jorginho because he comes to because you're a tribalistic, airheaded, brainless moron, I will beat the living crap out of you. Jorginho, what's it called? Eric, talk to me. Eric, it's over. Eric, it's over. It's over, Eric. So Eric, it's so like Eric. Let's be real. It's over, bro. Eric, it's over. It's over. It's over. It's over. Like it's like Eric. Like you see, okay. Before I come to Eric, see, listen, Eric. See, let's talk real. Who are Chelsea competing against? Eric, you're competing against 100 points. 98 points and 99 points. So that's what these guys can do. So to even give yourself a chance, you have to beat Burnley. You have to beat West Ham. You should beat United, but you have because West Ham are good. Like Eric, let's be real. West Ham are good. But Eric, if you're serious, you have to beat West Ham. If you can't beat West Ham and you can't beat Burnley, Eric, don't waste my time. Don't waste my time. Like Eric, I told you, I'm not a treble fan. I'm a realist. Eric, please talk to me, man. Talk to me. It's over.
Yeah, look, it never did it ever begin. Did it ever begin? I told you before that. Yeah, look, Chelsea were never going to win the title. We're going to finish second at the most.
Okay. Before the season starts, knowing the squad, why do you say that?
The squad isn't as good as people say it is. Our squad depth is not
real. Thank you. Hashtag honesty. Let's talk about it. Okay, let's talk about it.
It's not on. When people say that we have the best squad in the league, if you look at other teams, even Liverpool, they have effective players. Yes, they rely on maybe like 14 players. They don't rely on the whole squad, but whenever they make changes, there isn't much difference. You can see that everybody is suited to what Klopp wants to do. Same thing with Man City. Man City have so many goal scorers from everywhere. You know, they are so reliable off the bench. You don't even notice half the time that they've made a lot of rotations and substitutions. You know, you don't notice when they make a lot of changes. They still play the same way. They're still so effective. And that's the first one.
And Liverpool have Salah, so.
And Liverpool have Salah, exactly. Liverpool have Salah, and I heard that Salah and Mane scored like 40 goals or something like that, or the front line or something crazy like that. You know, in all comps. So this is what we're competing with. We're competing with a team that can put 40 goals between 2 or 3 players, and you think we're going to win the title? It's not going to happen. Look, this match was always going to be, and we always struggle against West Ham. I can't pretend. Chelsea always struggle against West Ham.
But there's one thing. But you see. This is what I said. Like in my preview, I said that because I knew this was going to be tricky. That's why I said I went with 2-2 because I felt like I don't think Chelsea will. Now I didn't say losing was a different thing. I said you'll drop points. I'll say 2-2, but I said if Chelsea beats West Ham, this could be one of the most key wins for the title race because it's a tough, tricky kind of game against a team. Let's be real. They're the fourth best team in the league, and they're very good at home. So if you can go to West Ham and beat them, all right. It doesn't mean win, but you'll tell me something.
I was going to say that it was over. The previous match against Watford, that was ridiculous. That was a crazy. It was ridiculous how they were just bullying. They were treating the Chelsea players like they were babies. They were just pushing them. You know how like when you're fighting with your little brother or something. You know, or maybe your little cousin. And they're trying to punch you and you just hold them back with your hand. That's what Watford was doing to us in the previous match. They were bullying us all over the pitch. It was crazy. It was ridiculous. I was like, what am I watching? And if we didn't win that game, I would have said, I never thought we would win the title, but any realistic chance of winning the title was over. And I said it.
So before the season started, you never believed that the squad is as good as Liverpool's or Man City's?
No. The only reason, and it's also crazy to me, people are actually coming after Tuchel. It's ridiculous. And of course, we already know, after this match, we know that people will come after Tuchel. We already know. Look, they are crazy. You know how it is, man.
Because see, this is harsh of honesty. Is Tuchel to blame? You know what? No, to some degree, because you're the manager, there are tactics you can use. But again, Eric, I say, let's be real. Yes, and as I said again, was this squad really that good? It's good.
No,
it's good. It is a good squad.
No, it's good. It's a good squad. It's not good enough to win the title. It's not good enough to win a good
squad. Is it good enough to win a title?
It's not. And the only reason we're in this position, let nobody get it twisted. The only reason we're in this position is because of Tuchel. because we were complaining a lot, and people make it look as if it's just because of when Lampard was here that people were saying, "Oh, look how bad the players are." No, it wasn't just Lampard. It was before that. I'm pretty sure people didn't rate Christensen before Lampard was here. Under Sarri, under Conte, some of these players were underachieving, and people were complaining. And then Tuchel comes in, and all of a sudden, he elevates the players beyond what we ever thought was possible. Look how well Rudiger has been playing. So this is on Tuchel is the reason. I'm going to be very reserved. I cannot be too harsh towards Tuchel because yes, he's made mistakes recently.
No. You see, no. Like Eric, and let me see. I want to wait and see the people who will try and come for Tuchel, because do you know what this guy did and how? Do you know where Chelsea were when that clown Lampard was still in charge? So my thing is, the guy is working with what he has, and you see, we have to be real, because again, we have to now choose: is it Tuchel's fault, or is the squad not that good? Now, many Chelsea fans will, because they are tribalistic, they say, "Oh no, we have an amazing squad. We have one of the best squads in the world." And okay, is the squad really that good? Is the squad really that good? But wait, I want to now. Let's first address this though. Let's first address this. Let's first address this. Let me bring up this image, man. Let's first address this, man. So look, I mean, it's funny. So basically, as the game was winding down, I was actually I was on StreamYard typing the title for the post-match analysis. Yeah. So as I was typing it, literally, my head goes up and I just see the ball going, and I'm like, what? And you see, my thing is that Cannes World Cup final. You look at all of the mistakes that freaking Casillas made. You look at the mistakes that every top keeper has made a big mistake. Every keeper, and he has been so good, so excellent for some time. Look, it happens. Now, I'm going to get to the penalty, which is different, but with regards to this, it happens. It was very costly because 1 point to 0 points. I mean, it is, but it is what it is.
This is just one of those freak goals. Like I'm not sure.
It was a freakish goal.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was ridiculous. I don't know what Mendy should have. Mendy should have. I don't know what he should have done. I genuinely don't know. His positioning was fine. How would you expect a goal to come from? Like you can't. He can't read people's minds. He can't know where the cross is going to come from. Where how would you expect someone to shoot the ball? And the way the ball moved as well from that angle, it was crazy. So it's just one of those, there's nothing you can do about it. You can't criticize me. The fact that he even got close to the ball was
no. It was it's one of those where, but look, let's not talk about this one right now. Because I want to break this down and see where you come from it. So where are we? Here we go. So our dear friend Jorginho. Now, here's the thing. You see, my thing is, you know what? Before we even get there, before I get to Jorginho, let me bring in another image that sort of helps to illustrate things, man. Here we go. That's the image I want. So hold on, let me bring up this image instead. So because I want to just give the proper timeline of everything. So look, kick it out. Kick it out. Now, I'll get to who is the real culprit of this, but from where Mendy is concerned, unless you are a Bartes or an Edison, and even if you're those guys or a Ter Stegen who are very good with their feet, because you're not expecting the ball, kick it out. Kick it out. Just have it like safety first. Safety first, because again, Mendy, you're all right, but Mendy, you're not like Bartes, Ter Stegen, Edison. These guys are really good with their feet. Maybe to some extent, Neuer. So these are guys who you can put them in a tough situation because they're so good on the ball. They can actually skillfully get their ways out of things. Most keepers can't. So my thing is, for Edouard Mendy, kick it out. But Aaron.
Yeah, look, this is like you said, even if you're good with your feet, I think someone like Alisson could have easily made the same mistake.
Yes,
but sure, Alisson would never. He probably would never let it get to that point. Once he sees that, okay, I can't beat this guy, just put it to the side. He had 2 opportunities. Clear it in the first instance.
Or just kick it out. Just hit it out. Because obviously I think it was Bowen who was really up to him. Yeah. Just hit it
I
out,
mean,
kick it out away.
yeah,
But look, it's one
yeah.
of those things where when you're in that position, it's very easy to say it in hindsight, but when you're in that position, your natural inclination is, and I think this is my issue with modern football, because there's this tendency to play from the back, play from the back, play from the back. It's so drilled into you. You don't have that old school thing of like safety first, kick it out. So Edwin Mendes maybe think that let me just keep hold of the ball and actually give the ball back to a defender. So the ball, let's keep it real, guys. I mean, Eric, let's. I told you this is. I told you this was hashtag honesty, man. Eric, this is now 2 mistakes in a row for this clown. Two mistakes in a row. 2 games back to back where this clown has made the same mistake. Oh, sorry. All right, wait, hold on 1 second. Because a few of the Chelsea guys want to comment. So, guys, I mean, if you're waiting, Chelsea guys, I think I gave you the wrong link. This should be the right link, man, that I'm giving you guys. All right. So I think if you're the Chelsea guys want on the comment now. So those Chelsea guys who DM'd me, I just sent you another link right now. That link should work out. Sorry, I sent the wrong link. Eric, 2 games back to back for this clown. So there was the United game where you can't control a ball. You know that you're the last man at half line. You can't control the ball. That's the first thing. Yes, and they should have kicked it out. Jorginho, that was a dumbass pass. That was genuinely it. Why are you making that pass? So the problem was created because you can say, "Oh, Mendy should have kicked it out." If you're playing football, things are happening quickly like that. So the mistake, everything is all on Jorginho. Because for Jorginho, you shouldn't have made that pass. You should always be aware of, are there any guys around? So if you're passing back, make sure it's a strong pass. Even beyond that, that pass can't be because you're seeing that there were some guys covering you. So you made that pass without having any awareness of what was around you. Look, Eric, talk to me about the third best player in the world.
But look, let's not even get into that one because I'm not in the mood for that right now. Jorginho is he has to stay on the bench. I don't care. He has to be on the bench for a little bit of time. 2-3 games. Let him just clear his head because I don't know what he's doing. When he comes on the pitch, he's not helping us going forward. He's not helping us keep the ball, control the tempo. Like people keep telling me.
Yeah, no. They said that. Well, I was told that. The Watford game. Do you see now? What's Chelsea missing without Jorginho in the team? I'm like,
it's absolute nonsense. People telling me that Jorginho would have helped us in the Watford match against what? Are you crazy? Did you see what Watford were doing to the players? What do you think would have happened to Jorginho if he was there, if he was playing? And the way how physical they were, the way they were getting so close and so tight, giving nobody any space. It's crazy to think that, oh yeah, Jorginho would just magically help us keep the ball. It doesn't work like that. Jorginho, he's not the kind of player to, dribble past 2-3 players, help people feel a little bit more calm and then try and control the game from there. He requires other people to pass the ball to. That's how
because I'm not trying to say, what does Jorginho specialize in? What is his exceptional skill? I don't know.
The funny thing is, it's supposed to be the passing, but he keeps making mistakes. Even against, I know it's not too many, but it's too much. Like for what we're trying to do, the standards we're trying to get to trying to uphold, it's not good enough. It's not. Last season against Arsenal, he did the same thing. We lost 1-0 at home against Arsenal. He did a very similar thing. He's only 2 games in a row now. It's not acceptable. Okay, fair enough. He maybe he shouldn't have been the last man against United. Okay, maybe he shouldn't have been, but how can you? I mean, he was overrating himself, thinking you can just trap the ball from so far, and it was horrible. Like and then
no, and I think it's because he won that UEFA's men's award. He thought that the guy thought he was something, man. But look, man, before I come to NK Dons and off, let me just hit some of these dubs from you boys, man. So. All right, from MC. MC is a City fan who said that City would beat Chelsea in the Champions League final 5-0, and he was embarrassed and so forth. So that's LT. So LT says Chelsea L equals one step closer to world peace. #bricks. Empty, that's cool. I know Empty. Look, as I said again, you know what? Cool. Well done for winning the league. But Empty, let me answer me this. Based on all the money your club has spent, have you won any Champions Leagues? Just quick question. Have you actually won any Champions Leagues based on all the money you've spent? There we go. I thought so. Abracadabra. HH have hope. Man City will deconstruct Watford. I know they will. So that's why I don't have hope, because the league and the title is over. But Abracadabra, thank you for the love anyway, man. Thank you. Lead Level Ludio says, when was the last time Lukaku scored? Well, Lead Level Ludio, can I just remind you that before I answer that question, can you remind me when was the last time that United won a major trophy? See if you can tell me the last time United won a major trophy, then I can answer that question. So tell me the last time United were actually relevant in a footballing sense. Because see, I can't see Red Devil. I don't speak irrelevance. I don't. I speak fluent CL, and the guys on this panel, we all speak fluent CL. We don't speak fluent irrelevance. So once you become relevant as a football club, holla at your boy. JJ Bridge says, HH, let's just please focus on the CL. On the CL repeats, not the Premier League. JJ, it's looking at me, but JJ, I mean, maybe Eric is right. Maybe the squad wasn't that good, but I did think that maybe Chelsea could win this league title. But I think as of right now, it's trying to repeat this Champions League thing, man, because JJ, you can't keep making these mistakes, bro. This is too high level, man. Like Cobham, thank you for the dub. December 4th, and it's over. Maybe we can get top 4. Shake my damn head. Yeah, it's over, bro. It's over. Chelsea should get top 4. Let's keep it real. Chelsea should get top 4.
Come on, we have to get top 4.
Bro, with the way, knowing Chelsea, man, maybe top 4 will now be another issue, because who knows if Chelsea will not get into free fall. But it is what it is, man. Thank you for the dub, Mr. Alpha Football, man. Thank you, man. From Yasser Saeed, who said United would win the treble with Cristiano. It is now officially a 2-horse race. There is a reason United sold Lukaku. Tuchel putting Shaw as left wing back is ludicrous. Good G by Mount, but can't create. The Lukaku thing, yeah, man, it's deep. I still think he's a good striker. He's just not a great striker. He's a good striker. He's just not an elite striker. And and Chelsea needed an elite striker. Hence why I was trying to cape for Haaland. Or
we should have waited.
Ralph, man, look. I mean, look, Ralph. I'll get to you. Before. Let's. Okay, so what's the guy? So Tuchel putting. Yeah, I know he should never be played left wing back. It's dumb and it's freaking stupid. And yeah, no, Mounts quality goal. That's another thing. Does anybody on this team know how to actually create? Do Chelsea actually have a
No.
Chelsea
is the only one.
And that's the thing. Insult Lukaku all he wants. Lautaro Martinez knew how to create. Barella knew how to create. So Lukaku had Martinez, he had Barella. 2 players who were way more creative than anybody in this Chelsea team. Insult him all he wants. Lukaku has no creative guy who can actually help create chances for him. So I'll just keep it real. Lokobam, this team is a cup team max. CFC plus December equals ish. Cup team, man, not a league team. Not a league team at all, man. Like, the levels are too high for a league team. Alpha Football, thank you for the dub. Alpha Football, man. Like, Cobham against, how the hell do you take the lead twice and lose? Shakes my head. It's called weak mentality. It's called weak character. And it's called lack of experience. Liverpool don't do that. City don't do that. City and Liverpool, in that position, they see the game out. And the issue with the Chelsea team, because of a lack of experience, they can't see a game out. You need experience for this whole league thing, man. Clark Cobham again says, hashtag honesty. Have Chelsea won a big game this season? Juve. Now, if you're saying in the league, no. Liverpool went a man down. City got handily beaten. United drew. So no, Chelsea in the league, no. But so the biggest game Chelsea won this season is Juve. But now I say Juventus. Juve are 6th in Serie. So does that count as a big win? I don't know. JJ Bridgman, thank you for the dub, man. HH, my big brother. I love Lukaku, but explain his first touch, even on the play that Zuma got injured. He should have controlled the ball and scored. Yeah, look, I mean, as I said again, I know that people are not creating for it, but Lukaku, you have to realize that any scraps you get, you've got to put it away. I know it's not ideal. I know you're not getting the opportunities, but this is why I say that Lukaku is a good striker. He's not an elite striker. And elite striker, give him a sniff, it's a G. Peak Drogba, all I need is a sniff. Peak Drogba, all I need is a sniff and that ball into the net. That's the difference between the good strikers like Lukaku and the like Lukaku is a tier 2 striker, tier 2 quality striker. Upper tier 3, tier 2. The upper tier 2 guys and the tier 1 guys, those are the guys who are fully elite. NK Dons, it's over, isn't it?
Yeah, this league's done, man. This league's done. I can't believe it, man.
You can't believe it.
I mean,
no, the thing is,
who to blame? Who to blame?
Who to blame? I don't know, man. It's just the quality of this squad. Like we were 1-0 up, 2-1 up, and somehow, some way, it's 3-2. And the thing is, I could tell when West Ham scored their second goal. I said they're gonna win this game, man. I didn't think they were gonna win it like that, but I knew they were gonna win this game. And it's just, bro. I mean, I backed this guy on the screen, man. I still, I said
it, man. Hold up.
NK,
hold the press. Hold on, NK. Don't say
was telling us, he has to win the Ballon d'Or.
No, NK.
I didn't say that.
You did.
NK, come on.
NK,
NK, relax, chill.
I remember.
So guys, a few moons ago, we were having a debate about the Ballon d'Or. And I said Jorginho's trash and should not sniff top 10 or top 30. And our dear friend MK Dons, he caped for Jorginho. He said that Jorginho is that dude. He said Jorginho deserves to be there and Jorginho is fully important, and he supported and he backed the importance of Jorginho in this team. NK Dons, do you still back Jorginho as the third best player in the world, ahead of Benzema, Mbappe, Haaland, and so forth?
Listen, man. Listen. He's never been the third best player. You know what? He's never been. I'm not even gonna be prideful. He's never been the third best player in the world. I'll just leave it at that. I'm not gonna get into what I said, but he's not the third best player in the world. Clearly, he's not the third best midfielder in the world.
But do you still believe of the value that he brings to this team? Do you think that he brings high value to this team? Because me and Eric, we don't know exactly what he brings to this team. I don't know. Eric doesn't know. So maybe could you please tell me and Eric what he of this key exceptional quality he adds to this team that Chelsea can't do without?
HH, man, I love your channel. I want to come back, so I'm not gonna speak too wild. I'm not gonna say too much, but based on what I've seen over the past games, man, the guy's done absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing, man. And that underhit pass,
brainless, man.
Brainless pass. Mendy just kick out for a corner. You don't need to prove anything to anybody, man. Just kick out for a corner. But J5, that underhit pass was criminal. It was criminal. And HH, man, let's just be honest. Like, here's the thing: we have to be brutally honest, man.
Yeah.
When Lukaku stepped onto that pitch at halftime, from that point onwards, what did we do? And it's not his fault. It's not just his fault. I'm not going to blame it on one man. But as a team, what did we create? Number one, what attacking influence did we have all game? Barring like I think someone sent a super chat in where Lukaku had a scrap of Zuma, and I didn't really expect him to score anyway. We did nothing. We did nothing for 45 minutes. We did nothing.
It is absolutely is so frustrating to watch because I look at Tuchel with this. Tuchel, what do you want Lukaku to do? What's the point in bringing this guy on? Because all he does is stay up front, isolated by himself. The ball never comes to him. They don't cross it into the box, and then maybe they do one or two odd passes to his feet.
Because Eric, that's a key point. Watch Inter Milan. This is why I say to myself that I don't know. Someone said it before. Did Tuchel want Lukaku?
Marvelous said that.
I don't think so.
Marvelous. I think it was Marvelous said. Maybe Tuchel, because you can see that Conte wanted Lukaku. Because you can see how Conte used Lukaku. When you see Lukaku for Inter, you can say, oh, no. Conte, he built his team with the notion, no, I want him because I know his qualities and I want to use it because I know what he can do specifically. I think the issue, and I think it's that simple. Like it's that simple. Conte wanted Lukaku, and he saw double figures of goals and assists. Tuchel, I don't think he wanted Lukaku.
Then
I think he wanted
you guys are saying this is what I don't understand.
I'm not sure.
You guys are saying this. So Chelsea Football Club. I need
yes,
someone
we
to
know it's
vouch for
happened
me.
before.
No. Chelsea Football Club have spent 100 million. Was it pounds or dollars? Either way, 100 million pounds on a striker the manager wasn't vouching for.
Because Chelsea's recruitment strategy is really bad.
What the hell was this, man?
No. You see, when it was brought up, I said that how can a guy who won the Champions League not have any cachet? So I was like, marvelous. That makes no sense because he just won the Champions League. So when you win the Champions, you can say, "Yo, Bram, I want this, and this." So my thought was, surely he must want Lukaku. With the way that I'm seeing this right now, and the point that Eric just made in the sense of like Lukaku looks lost in this team, and it's not as if
he looks
Lukaku
lost.
is a kind of guy. Basically, the perfect example is Conte. Conte knew his weaknesses and he knew his strengths. So he built a system specifically catered to maximize his strengths and not his weaknesses. It doesn't seem, if you're getting Lukaku, you have to, if you're getting any player, you have to know what are his strengths, what are his weaknesses. So, and when you bring, so I'm now going to now build my team. If it's a striker, you know that, okay, if I'm getting Aguero, we have to play with a through ball. If I'm getting Kane, we have to play where we now, because he can't run, he now has to play with his back to goal. If we're playing with Lewandowski, we now know, let's now utilize his aerial ability and let's now really utilize him and give him with the ball to fit and a lot of guys moving around him. So every striker has their strengths and the weaknesses. Like Lukaku, what's so strong about him is the guy behind him is key. The guy that plays behind him is key. So I thought, oh, you're getting Lukaku? All right, this is a Lukaku Havertz thing or a Lukaku Mount thing. Listen, who is the Lautaro Martinez for Lukaku to roll with? So there's that give and go, which is the best partnership last year was Lukaku and Martinez. I think they combined with the most goals and assists in the whole of Europe. Lukaku and Martinez.
And Tuchel was doing that with Werner, I think, before he got injured.
Have some respect, man.
He was playing Lukaku and Werner together.
Have some respect.
I'm like, of all the people to play together, why are you playing Werner with Lukaku? Why can't you play Lukaku and Havertz?
And the thing is, Conte even said, I remember seeing something on online. Conte literally said, I don't think Tuchel's using Lukaku the right way. I remember him saying something like that.
Yeah, he did
on a press conference. I can't believe 45 minutes of nothing. There was nothing going on.
The thing as well is, why is he coming off the bench? That's like, why is Lukaku coming off the bench? When's the last time Lukaku has done something off the bench?
And someone tell me a productive thing Alonso did all game. I can't believe that, bro. This team ain't ready. This team is not ready. This team is not ready. That's the bottom line.
Wait, hold on, because before I'll come to Ralph, man, let me just hit some dots before I come to Ralph. So shout out to your boy David T, man. Thank you for the door, David T. That's moi and pure water seller that cost 100 million didn't change the game. Chelsea to still win the treble. So be very careful. So David T is a United fan. So keep in mind he's a United fan. So this is obviously his poor crap attempt at a jinx. And look, guys, Lukaku is going to get a lot of abuse. What are we
right now on Twitter?
What are we supposed to do, man? I mean, what are we supposed to do? I mean, because again, it's like, as I said again, bro. I don't know, man. I don't know whether Tuchel wanted Lukaku, man.
I don't think he did.
I'll put it out on Twitter to see what guys say to you, but I'm not sure he did, bro. Thank you for the dub, Mr. Ninja Tunema. Thank you for the dub, man. Says Lukaku needs another striker like at Inter. What did I just say? I literally just said that. Jorginho is too limited for the register role, in my opinion. Chelsea needs somebody like Brozovic or Barella instead. Maybe. No, not maybe. No. The first one, Jorginho is trash. But my thing is that look at Lukaku. It didn't work out at United too well. It didn't work out at United. Belgium have an excellent supporting cast. Hazard Belgium is a lot better than Hazard Real Madrid. De Bruyne, Carrasco, Mertens. So he has an excellent supporting cast that helps to help him out. Chelsea's supporting cast, it ain't great. Let's keep it real. Pulisic can be good, then boom. Mount can be good, then boom. Hudson can be good. Havertz is, I'm sorry guys, Havertz is frustrating, bro.
Yeah, he is. Very
Havertz
inconsistent.
is frustrating, my guy. I know you scored. I see. I've always been giving him like some leeway because he scored the Champions League winning goal. He's been frustrating.
He's very inconsistent.
The guy's been frustrating, man. So yeah, man. No. So my thing is that look, guys, you saw how Lukaku performed at Inter Milan. Because bro, I watched those games. I watched a lot of those games. Why Lukaku worked so well was Martinez was vital to how well he worked. If you see how Inter played, how they moved, a lot of it was about Martinez, Lukaku, and Lukaku formed it was a partnership. Bro, what's the partnership in this team? Is it Pulisic? Is it Mount? Is it Havertz? I thought it was Ziyech. Bro, he's finished. That guy is finished. Bro. That guy is. Do you know? Listen, this is a drinking game. Take a shot every time Ziyech does that cutting pass.
Every time.
Take a shot. You will be an alcoholic. You will go to Alcoholics Anonymous if you took a shot every time Ziyech does that cutting pass to left foot that goes nowhere. That goes nowhere. Now, sorry, before I come to you, Ralph, thank you for the cheer, JHH27 on Twitch, man. Thank you for my Twitch fam. If I was Chelsea, I wouldn't think for 2 seconds paying a 40 million agent's fee for Mino Raiola. To get Haaland, Chelsea would have to spend around 60 million more. Given the history of failed strikers and quality difference between Haaland and Lukaku, Chelsea board should have seized the chance. Ralph, I think it's you that said that we should have waited. He said
we should have waited.
Haaland is not scoring 20 goals with this team. I'm telling you that right now, and it's not his fault again.
Yeah, but he's not scoring 20. I think we would have got a creator next summer.
Okay, Jones. Is the supporting cast in Dortmund better than the supporting cast at Chelsea? Now I know you might say Bundesliga tax.
Yeah,
but the supporting cast at Dortmund isn't as good as the supporting cast at Chelsea. Now we don't know what happened and everything, but if you do like for like, who is considered more of a better striker? It's Haaland.
No, Haaland is definitely better. That's crystal clear. But this team HH, bro, there's no imagination. Like he's gonna be feeding off scraps and living off scraps. That's what he's doing, and he will score more.
The major issue is sorry, Ralph. I'm not trying to take your time, but we were talking about this a few minutes ago before the other guys came in. The major thing with this team is that it's not catered to anybody.
Exactly.
I just mentioned Klopp. I just mentioned Pep. Those teams are catered to exactly what they're trying to do. So the fact that we're where we are is all on Tuchel. It's all thanks to Tuchel because the squad is imbalanced. I keep saying it. Tuchel made it look like he wasn't with all those clean sheets, fantastic results, but I don't see it, man. I don't see it.
Basically, because I think the mistake was, and I think this goes back to the whole Lampard thing, is Lampard offered to buy trash. Marina said, go screw yourself. Then she forced upon him Havertz, Werner, and so forth. Lampard never wanted Werner or Havertz, any of these dudes. Maybe he wanted to say he wanted those dudes. So Tuchel has now come in. And yeah, they are German, but they weren't the place that I want. So I'm just going to also work with what I have. I'm just saying, because this is the key thing, and I want to come to Ralph after this. So the key thing is, so Ralph, let me even come to you now. I'll set up with this question. Did Tuchel want Lukaku?
No, I don't think so. I feel like the way he's playing him back to goal is not his game. I feel like he's more like he's front to goal. He's not back to goal. So he's more with the ball to his feet. He's not like he's like he likes to link up with players, but he's not doing that at Chelsea. And also, we have to put some blame on him as well. He's not
mobile, right?
Moving about as much. He's not. Today he was too static. As soon as he came on, our attack just diminished, and it was just I feel like we were better with Havertz on the pitch, but Havertz is very inconsistent and he can't finish.
No, I keep thinking.
Okay, but Ralph, do you believe the title race is over, or do you think there's still a chance? Because I'm keeping tabs on the Liverpool score and everything. Like these guys are winning, so don't think that
they scored already.
It's over, man. Look, it's not.
They scored already?
Oh, I don't
Liverpool-
know. I thought you said they're winning.
Liverpool.
But,
No. They haven't scored
okay,
yet.
but they're winning that game. Yeah, they're winning that
Of
They
game.
will.
course,
Look,
what the hell?
100%.
Because my thing is this: is that Ralph? Because I want to because Ralph needs to speak. My thing is, Liverpool are going to win. Think are going to win, and if that happens, Chelsea are now third. From that moment on, knowing what Liverpool and City can do, give me a realistic argument as to how Chelsea can still win this league.
I don't think we can. I feel like our senior players, they don't step up enough.
Man.
Wow. Is that, yeah,
Raw,
look,
speak your truth, man. Raw, speak your truth, man.
It's look.
Can we
it's
look at the
depressing, man.
defenders
It's
today as
depressing.
well, please?
Okay,
I
again,
mean,
stop-
my
stop-
goodness,
stop-
not
stop-
good
horrible,
today.
horrible.
Christensen, even Rudiger. I like Rudiger a lot, but it was not good today.
No. But
Silva
I mean,
was
look,
alright.
my thing is that look, it's. I mean, no. Thiago Silva was probably the best out of all of them, man. So he was the guy that was okay. Look, you know what? Let's not be too negative. Let's have a conversation about this dude. You know, because I did think that. See, this was when things were going well and lovely. This was an amazing goal.
Money
Money.
makes.
This was a truly outstanding goal.
You have to.
Did you hear that stats? The stats said when Mount plays, Chelsea have won like 80-something% of their games. When he doesn't play, Chelsea lose.
That stats inflated. He always plays like before.
I mean,
he
to be
always
fair,
used
he
to
was
play.
playing.
So
Yeah, he was playing.
I
a lot
don't
before.
think
It's-
that's
they
really
say-
relevant.
They did the same style with Werner, remember? So
Oh,
I'm not sure. Yeah.
No, okay, look, as I said again, look, I mean, okay, what's your take on Mount and so forth? Because you can't really blame him and so forth. But my thing about it is that now this name may offend some people, but I don't really care. But the name has to be said. Hazard was the kind of guy where we need someone to do something magical. We need someone, give him the ball to fit this guy. Like that goal he scored against Arsenal where Coquelin bounced off of him. Chelsea don't have that guy. So when people say Mount is kind Chelsea, Mount is Chelsea's best player, I'm like, ugh. And that isn't anything
horrible.
against Mount. If Mount is Chelsea's best player and they're not relying on Mount,
It's
bro,
a problem.
put it this way. Liverpool's best player being Salah, or City's best player now being Bernardo Silva. Compare Bernardo Silva and Salah to Mount. There's a gap in quality.
The problem is
yeah.
Mount is not playing in his natural position. We're playing the back three. He plays in midfield as an 8, so he's doing his best. in my
Mount is
opinion.
doing all right, man. He really is.
He's actually
No,
doing all right.
no, bro. Mount has always been one of the more consistent performers.
Yeah, he has.
Even during the whole Lampard thing. So he's actually like, I'll talk about Havertz now. Ziyech is trash. Pulisic
Inconsistent as well.
Can it be real with Pulisic? You know what? Let's guys. Okay, so this is hashtag honesty. You know that thing like after the lockdown, maybe it was a flash in the pan.
It was. It definitely was.
So yeah, maybe Pulisic isn't really that good. You know, maybe like that was just an
We
anomaly.
should have got
That's so, wow.
Sancho.
I mean, we don't even get a chance to see him half the time. He's always injured, so that doesn't help.
Who, Pulisic?
Yeah, I mean, he's
we should have got. I was advocating the Sancho signing when he was signed, but Chelsea chose
Look,
Pulisic.
You have to put respect on Mount's name. I know he's not, he's not world class. He's not Hazard. He will never be. But he's for his age. Especially for his age. I think he's doing all right. He already has 5 goals this season.
No, he's good. And you see, my thing is, this is so bad because you know that. So obviously Kante is still injured.
Yeah.
Kovacic out.
What has happened to Kante over this past few years? He's
You
always
can't-
injured.
You can't play him for 3 games in a row.
It's
crazy.
You see, my thing
I
is that see,
blame
this team-
Conte.
Also, Chelsea's most important player is Kante. That has always been Chelsea's key player. Has always. Do you know what? No, hold on. Do you know what will be really annoying? Let me. I just have this. You know what will be really annoying? If Liverpool lose or draw, and City lose and draw. Do you know how annoying that would be?
Yeah, that'll upset me even more. That'll make me more angry.
You know, for me, like that would actually be more annoying than them
Yeah,
winning.
exactly.
In a way, it would actually be more annoying than them. You're like, oh my god in heaven.
I mean, for me to not be upset, they have to both lose, to be honest. But I'll still be upset because we should have won. You know.
I mean, it's like
HH, man. Mason Mount pops up in his own. Here's my thing with Mason Mount, right? He is not Hazard, and his technical level is nowhere near, the top tier midfielders. But he pops up in his own way, which I have to give credit for.
Yes,
you know what I
yes.
mean. He does. Like
no, he's effective. He's effective.
Yeah, he's incredibly effective, and pops up in his own way. Yeah, he could create more. I agree, but nah, man. I'm just gonna. He's not the. I don't look at him and think problem. I Havertz, I'm saying there might be an issue there. Ziyech,
he's rubbish.
I think you just proven why we can't win the title this season.
Why?
Because if you ask any Chelsea fan who have been our best players this season or since Tuchel came in, they will tell you defenders. They're all defenders. You say Kante, you say Rudiger, Thiago Silva, Mendy.
Mendy.
There's nobody up front. Reece James, yeah. There's nobody going forward.
Who's the top scorer? Reece James.
Reece James. Who do we have up front?
You know what? That's a perfect example. You can't. When Leicester City did the amazing thing, Vardy was there. He was the guy pumping in goals. For Man City, it's spread around. But now look at what Silva is doing or Gundogan is doing. For Liverpool, Jota and Salah. And this was why I said Lukaku. Chelsea can't win this league without Lukaku being no Lukaku. Because Lukaku was against these teams, stats pad. Because Chelsea can always raise the game against the bigger teams. So against these teams is where Lukaku get a goal. So if Lukaku can get a goal, and you see, when you're playing in a Champions League or a Cup, it's a one-off game. 38 games, you need a consistent bag you can go to. You need like a thing of like this, you can go to there. Because 38 games is more than 7-8 games that are in the Champions League. City just have a consistent bag they can always go to. Salah is just always going to score. Chelsea don't basically. It's like Pep and Salah. Chelsea don't have the goal scoring prowess of Salah, and Chelsea don't have the system of a Pep. Because that system, 100 points. Because City have a very specific mindset that is perfect. That's why Pep is so good in leagues. Because what you need in a league are two things. That's Liverpool and thingy have. You don't need a consistent goal scorer. Come sunshine, this guy is going to put that ball in the net, which is what United have in a Cristiano now. Either that or you need a well-defined system, which is what City have. That this system, we will always create chances. When you look at City, because they've trained so hard, they always create opportunities and chances. Chelsea, these guys, bro, it's crossing inshallah. The ball goes to Alonso. He cuts it back. The ball, there is. I'm like, okay.
Go
Man City and Liverpool's recruitment, man. They get the right players, right profile, technical players. I'm just jealous of those two teams.
We have a long way to go, man. We're nowhere near that level.
We got Alonso, we got Werner, we got Ziyech.
Someone needs to explain that Kepa. Someone still needs to take accountability for that Kepa signing, number one. And now it's looking like someone needs to take accountability for Lukaku. Because if you're telling me Tuchel didn't want the guy, that doesn't make sense as to why Chelsea signed him.
Enkedons, before you open that kind of worms, let's just talk about Alonso briefly. Because HH, you advocated for this guy. You were saying, he's doing well.
This is your moment. This is your moment, man. Prove it. This is your moment.
He's good technically.
Yeah, you wanted to at me. Yeah, HH, this is your moment now. Yeah, Eric, good, man.
We can't do it, man. It's not working. It's not working.
No. I said before that Chelsea have to. It's basically, it's meant to always say that Chelsea, please survive until January. Please just survive until January. Just survive until January and get a left back. But now it's now screwed over. Because, okay, we go through Watford. Please, just survive until January. Just please try and survive. Because remember, January, Liverpool lose Salah and Mane and so forth for AFCON. Just survive until January. And lose Mahrez. Survive until January.
Another start before NK goes. We were on a stream. I think it was Abdullahi's stream,
Mm,
and we were talking about because I remember when I said 90 points would get us the title.
mm.
We were calculating what we need to do. So after 11 games, I think we dropped like 7 points from the first 11 matches. So I'm like, if we replicate that, the next 11 games, 22 matches, the next 11 games, 33, then we would have dropped what 21 points from the first 33 games, and then we'll have like 78 points, and then from there it will be a little bit straightforward to get 90 points from the remaining 5 games. But the way we're going, the first 11 we dropped 7 points, but we've already dropped 3 points, and we've
And
just
we
played
have
what
Eric, man, it's done.
we've already dropped 3 points again. So there's no way we're gonna drop just 7 points from the next 11.
United,
So
we
I'm not
have
sure,
we
man.
have Liverpool, City, and Spurs in a 3-game stretch in January, man. We're done, man. League's done.
Yeah, we're done. We're getting
League's
third,
done,
and
man.
that's it. We can
Maybe
concentrate
not
on
even
CL,
third, man.
FA
Maybe
Cup.
not even third, man. It's done.
Well, let me hit this from your boy Milan Messenger, who says, "Thank you for the dub, man. What I compare what Lukaku did from going from Prime to Syria was a heavyweight boxer who is 6 foot plus going down to middleweight to fight 5'9" people. Oh, bro, don't do that.
But a 6-foot-plus guy would beat the 5'9" people, dude. He's not beating those guys.
No, see, my thing with Lukaku is, I said again, it's simply he has strengths. He's got weaknesses. He's got weaknesses. And you have to understand his strengths, and you've got to understand his weaknesses. And when you get a Lukaku, you have to build your Lukaku is not the guy who can adapt. He's very specific. Like Cristiano can adapt. Put Cristiano anywhere he can adapt. Lewandowski, the guys who can adapt. Lukaku is very specific. So if you're buying him, you have to know the specific skill sets and the specific qualities that the guy has, man. And I just do get people understand it. Your boy David C. I mean, Ford is might be coming on who might but still believe that Chelsea can win the league, but we'll see. David C says CFC are just a graveyard for strikers.
I agree.
Nah, it's not. I don't know about that.
You know, I didn't want to believe in this whole striker costing and everything, man. It might be.
We shouldn't buy strikers that are really expensive.
No, but here's the thing with Lukaku. I just think stylistically, he doesn't fit with what the team's doing.
I
But
don't know, man.
I remember Daniel saying this. Every transfer thing, the only good ones were black.
Wow.
the good transfer records were black. But
Hasselbank, you know,
Drogba, Sen. The only decent.
What
ones
about
were black,
Costa?
but Costa
wasn't
what?
black.
Costa's a madman, though.
Costa looks half black, so there you go.
Yeah,
Costa
Costa's a
what,
madman anyway.
But nah, this ain't. I think Lukaku works best in sort of a counter attack. This team, no one's gonna let Chelsea counter them.
No. It's
Nah,
not.
man.
It's the
It's
the
not
way
working.
the way this team is operating, man. Like, yeah, I mean, which is sad, man, because I just don't know whether Lukaku can pop off, man. Thank you for the chairman JHH27 who says, HH, forget it. Chelsea are not winning the league. It will most likely be Man City. If I was a betting man, my money would be on Man City.
100%.
Yeah.
Like
100%.
if I was a betting man, because I think that Liverpool's defense seems a little bit shaky.
Yeah.
If I was a betting man, my money would be on Man City to get a dub, man.
HH, have City dropped? I'm talking about have City dropped points from winning positions at all?
No.
Mm-mm.
When they're winning, they stay winning. With
Not even
Liverpool, I've
once. I don't
seen.
think it happened once. No.
Yeah, I've seen Liverpool drop points from winning positions. So yeah, I'm betting on City, man.
Yeah, you remember what I said? I was actually wrong because we drew with Man United as well, didn't we?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we just did match 15.
No, but
match
look,
day 15.
man, guys, shout out to Moyes, man. Like, we have to give Moyes some credits.
Yeah,
This guy
we
is
do.
managing, man. Like,
I was gonna say before, West Ham. This is the best West Ham team I've ever seen, ever. I mean, what they're doing is crazy.
probably,
What
yeah.
they're
I mean,
doing is
probably
ridiculous.
because no, this
Yeah,
is a
it's
monster
a fact,
Premier League. And,
literally.
like, you have remember he lost Jesse Lingard, who was money for them. You have no real superstar players. And remember, they almost beat United. If not for that De Gea thing, they just beat United. So the way Moyes is getting just quality out of these guys, I mean, like they won't get top for now. I would love it if they got top for ahead of United. I think that would be hilarious.
Hey, you know what? West Ham, they're like Chelsea. They're like Chelsea in the sense that they don't really have a superstar player. They play it through at the back, but at least they know what they're doing. They know from day dot what they're doing.
Yeah, this is that because they don't have any huge money signings. I believe there is pressure to play Havertz. I believe there's pressure to play Werner, and I believe there's also a bit of pressure to play Lukaku. For West Ham, it's like, no, bro, everyone is the same here. There's no superstar here, so we are very much team. And for Moyes, it's like, no, this is how we are. This is how we operate. So I don't need to do any kind of squad rotation because see, West Ham, they have I don't know what Chelsea's game plan is. Exactly. Like, what is Chelsea's, like, what is their character? What is it? I don't know.
Defense, man. We defend.
That's the thing. Like, when Chelsea attack, okay, what is your strategy? What is your personality when you attack? They don't have one. Shout out to your boy Gatlock, man. I want to come to forward. So, Gatlock says Lukaku needs a De Bruyne, Hazard, Pogba, Barella, Martinez. Chin up, HH. It's a marathon. No sarcasm. But you can't be losing to bubble merchants. I know I said it's a marathon, but for me, I think the marathon is over for Chelsea. But Lucy, Gatlock is right to that. Look, but as I said again, look, Lukaku needs. Why is Lukaku the top scorer of all time at Belgium? Yeah, Lukaku is decent. The quality around him. So Lukaku isn't Cristiano. Give Cristiano, Aaron Ramsey, Weston McKennie. He'll still put that ball in that net.
He'll still chop.
Yeah, because Lukaku isn't clinical. Give Cristiano a sniff, that ball is in that net. That isn't what Lukaku is. Lukaku, he needs the right environment, the right setting. That's why Belgium, he does well, not because he's a super striker, it's because of the stuff that's around him, because these guys are giving him quality chances, because he has genuinely quality players around him. Chelsea are right, but Chelsea's players aren't like what freaking Belgium have. Just even take De Bruyne, who I believe is an industry player. De Bruyne's quality of passing far exceeds anybody in this Chelsea team. So that's the issue. Your boy JJ Bridgman, thank you for the dub, man. Tuchel is playing Lukaku like he did Giroud. No. It is like Lukaku and Giroud. Giroud is a target man. Lukaku is not a target man. And your boy and Drizzy Des, Mend the best keeper in the world, they said. I never said that. He's the second best. And he still is. One bad game. I always said, and you can look at the videos, Courtois is the best keeper in the world. Based on form, Courtois is the best. The second best is Edouard Mendy. He had a few mistakes today. Edouard Mendy, I still believe, is the second best keeper in the world, and I still believe that. Ford, talk to me. Ford, let's keep it real, man. Ford.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, bro.
Yeah.
Sweet. I don't really know where to start because I've heard some things on the stream which I agree with and also disagree with. Where do you want me to start, HH?
Okay. Start with this result, knowing that Liverpool and City are going to win. Do you concede the title? Start there, then we can get into the. So basically, let me give you a question. The first question is the title over with the results. Second question. Do you think Tuchel actually wanted Lukaku? And do you think Lukaku is a bust? Third one is, was the squad ever really good enough to win the title?
All right. Maybe this isn't the stream for me. I don't know because I want to just give context
no, bro.
And a bit of chill and a bit of calma.
Because still speak your mind. This is all opinions. This is hashtag. Feel free to speak your mind, bro.
I mean, I'm here for the realness. I'm here for the honesty because not everything can be just a bad day at the office and then you don't break it down. We'll be back better next time, boys. And all that BS. No, I'm here for being real, but at the same time, like, let's not be. I'm not going to be reactionary to today. Was today very disappointing? Yes. Did we lose against a very good team? I think we did. I think West Ham are a good team. They're probably the fourth best team in the league, right? In my opinion. To the context of today, obviously the performance wasn't great. A lot of individual errors, which obviously cost us in the end. But to your question, is the title race over? No, because we're in December. December's only just started, and as you keep saying, HH, the title race is a marathon, not a sprint. So you can't lose a sprint in the first 20 meters.
Real quick, to respond to that, I know I said that it's a marathon, not a sprint. But Ford, you have to think about, see, if this was Fergie days, it's not over. If this is 2000 over, Ford, you have to keep in mind that we're dealing with a team who got to 99 points and 97 points. We're also dealing with a team that got 100 points and 98 points. So when you know that you're dealing with a whole different level of consistency, you can't afford to make the mistake against Burnley, against United, and now against West Ham. To that, you say what?
To that, I say again, yes. We are facing a team that are traditionally they're very consistent. They are capable of producing 95 plus seasons, which are very hard to keep up with. And we already knew that coming into this title race. So yes, like I've been saying most of the season, while we were even top of the league, which again, right now we'll see what the results are saying today. Man City for me are still the favourites. I think I put them on a level with Liverpool. They have better firepower than us. I've always admitted that. But it's only still December, and while we were top of the league, and obviously Liverpool and Man City were chasing us, they look like the better teams. Yes, I think we all agree on that. Man City were putting in great performances against obviously ourselves. It looked like Anfield against PSG. Obviously Liverpool with Mo Salah have been doing incredible things, putting up crazy numbers. And Chelsea, we clearly weren't playing at our highest level possible. But yeah, we were still top of the league, still consistently grinding out performances. And that's what gives me confidence in this team, is that we're clearly not at our best because we've signed a £100 million striker who hasn't fully clicked in this system yet, and also with injuries. We have a lot of duds in this team who are performing well, and yet we were still grinding out performances. So yeah, we've dropped off a little bit in our level in the last few games. Definitely against United, we were off our level. West Ham as well today, we had moments for good, but overall it still wasn't good enough. Obviously Watford as well was poor, although we got the result. Burnley, I thought we were actually really good, but then dropped two very silly points. So again, to your point about the title race, for me, it's still early when I know that team can go up another level. I can get Lukaku scoring on a regular basis. Now, again, that brings me on nicely to the point of Lukaku. Obviously, today he was poor when he came on. The ball that play was shocking. And to be fair, he still looks a couple yards off the pace. I don't think he's fully 100% match fit, which is obviously why he isn't starting. Now to that point also, well, okay, let me go to this point. I believe it is what's my dude's name? I think NK Dons. He made the point earlier that Conte said in the season that Chelsea don't know how to use Lukaku yet, and that is 100% true. Yes, we've signed a £100 million player who he obviously has some very good attributes, also some attributes which need to be cleaned up and worked on. But it's clear that we're not playing to his strengths. There's a certain way he likes service, whether it's balls in behind, balls to his feet at certain times. And generally, this team isn't a team that creates a lot of chances for its strikers. Generally, it's not. So that's an issue that we need to fix. But also to a point that you made earlier was, did Tuchel want Lukaku? You don't need to put that tweet out. Tuchel wanted Lukaku. It's very clear. In many of the interviews that he said, which I could even send you after this if you want, he said many times that Lukaku was the type of profile that we wanted up front. We lost that profile in Giroud. And these are Tuchel's words. We lost that profile in Giroud. We didn't have that profile in Tammy, he said many times. He was obviously he didn't rate Tammy at all for whatever reason, although he rates Werner, but separate topic. But he didn't rate Tammy at all, but he wanted Lukaku, which is why we spent 100 million on him. Now, is he using him the right way? No, he isn't. But Tuchel did want that profile of player in the squad. Now, again, which really goes to a different wider point. Lukaku needs to brush up as a target man because, yes, you made the point earlier that Lukaku isn't a target man. He's not like a Giroud. He naturally is great with his back to play and bringing others into the play. I hear that. But at the same time, against low blocks, when you're a 6'3" striker, you're strong and can play with his back to goal. It's not maybe your bread and butter, but you can play with your back to goal. You need to get better at that. And Lukaku throughout the season will need to be better at that because most of the games that we play this season, we're going to play teams that sit off and park the bus against us. We saw it against United even. Who are a big team and park the bus against us. And we saw it today against West Ham. So to my point, Lukaku will need to improve in those areas for sure.
No, but my thing that, and maybe this is a question for everyone, is that what do you do? You're Tuchel. You're here to win a league. So you have a choice. Either you try and force Lukaku to change and adapt and get better are being much more of a target man against low blocks, or do you change and readjust your team to suit him? If it's me, and my goal isn't to be, you must do things this way. My goal is, I am paid to try and win a title for this club. That's why I'm here. My thing is, okay, Lukaku, what are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? We're not going to readjust the team to fully suit you now. So, Ford, I'm not sure whether it would be wise to be like Lukaku, because if I'm being real, how old is Lukaku now?
He's 28.
He's 28. I don't think a 28-year-old can learn and fully readjust their game and learn something new, because you have to have certain specific qualities. Like, to play the target man, that's a particular skill you need to know and develop. Like, bro, it took Cristiano several years to develop into the kind of clinical finisher that he is now. It took him several years. So my thing is, I think it would be wiser to be like, okay, Lukaku, what is this player? Which is what continue. Because that's why I say, okay, fair enough. If we're going to say that Tuchel wanted Lukaku, then maybe we need to put more blame on Tuchel. Because if you wanted him, then you have to know how to use him. If we're playing Football Manager and we're looking for a player, whenever I'm looking for a player on Football Manager, I know that I'm looking for a guy who is very creative, who can dribble, who's very technical, because I know the kind of player I want, because I know how I want my team to play. So if you look at the profile, I look at Football Manager, I'm looking at the attributes that they're weak for, and the attributes that they're strong. So, okay, this guy can't do this, but I know he can't do this because I know how to cater for those weaknesses that he has. So my thing is, in the case of Tuchel, you didn't really understand the kind of player that you had. And it is risky to believe that, I can bring this player and make him adapt and readjust to a different kind of way of playing. That's risky. That's risky. Because I don't think Lukaku can adapt. I think Lukaku, as we've seen, is, this is what I am. Take it or leave it. And I can't be anything other than the thing that you're giving me. So let me just hit this from your boy. Ninja Tuna says, thank you for the dub, man. We need to give props to West Ham. Moyes is doing well, underrated coach. No, bro, like I've got Moyes tier 2. I think, or rather, I'm asking to bump to tier 2 in the manager rankings. Moyes is doing amazing. Like, when you look at West Ham, that is what you call coaching. That is what you call management, because there is no reason West Ham should be beating Chelsea. Based on the quality of team that Chelsea have and the squad they have, there's no reason that West Ham should be beating Chelsea. And from your boy, Z-Man, oh Lord, Elman, shout out to Wednesday, man, December 8th. Chelsea has a defensive DNA historically. They're the best team in the world. The EPL is a must for this incredible squad. Z-Man is a Barca fan who believed that Xavi would win the treble for Barcelona. Z-Man, the theft of 09 lives, and I cannot wait for December 8th. We're going to be doing a live stream of December 8th. Guys, look, man, before we get out of here, man, any final words, man? Any final words? Eric, talk to me. Final words, Eric, man. Talk
okay, so final words. We need to find a solution for the left wing back position.
Yes.
I have no idea what's going to happen.
Alonso is trash, yes.
I was very disappointed with the team because West Ham, as much as we give them credits and as we should, they went great today. They really went, because we gifted them 2 goals, essentially. Horrible mistakes, they scored, and then obviously that crazy goal at the end. So you score 2 goals, you expect to win. With the defense we have, with the way we usually control games, it was very poor. So I expect an improvement. It was better than the Watford match, but it was still not good enough. Too many individual mistakes, way too many. So the title is over. I never thought we'd win the title this season.
Wow.
Just my opinion. We can still get second. We can still challenge. I expected us to challenge for the title. That's what I expected, and that's what we're doing. So maybe we can win the Champions League. I don't know, but we can challenge, and hopefully we win some trophies. Win a few cups. So that's it.
Don, talk to me, man.
Hey, man, bad day at the office. 1-0 up, 2-1 up, and we lose the game 3-2. Make that what you will. And Jorginho, Mendy, Alonso, all poor today, really. Even Reece James didn't really look great today, man. If I'm being honest with you, Reece James didn't look great. Loftus was all right, but nah. As soon as Havertz came off the pitch and Lukaku came on, I had a feeling we weren't going to do anything based on what happened with Watford. So it's a bad day at the office. I don't know.
Dons, I think we lost you, bro. Dons, I think we lost you, bro.
It's coming. Oh, okay then.
Are you there? Dons, are you there?
Wait, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah. You cut off.
Yeah.
You cut off. So we lost you for a bit. You cut off.
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, I'm saying based on Burnley, United, and Watford, we didn't even play that well anyway. And now this loss forward. I know you're Chelsea. I know you're Chelsea, but bro, we have to be honest, man. This ain't looking good. And Tuchel has to find something, man. Find a way. And that's my final word.
Forward,
man. This ain't looking good.
I mean, just picking up from that point that Don's made, definitely it's not looking good. And I wouldn't be one to just say, oh no, things are looking great. Yeah, we're favourites for the title still. No, things aren't looking great. I think we can definitely be honest enough to admit that. But again, if you didn't believe we were going to win the league at the start of the season, then fair enough. But if you're one that thought we could at least challenge or we would be there or thereabouts come April and May, then I don't think this performance and where we are now at the start of December is reason to say, oh no, now the title race is over. No, like we're still top of the table as it stands now. Liverpool are in a tough game with Wolves. They'll probably go and win it, but they're in a tough games with Wolves right now. So we'll obviously see how that pans out. But yeah, it's too early to count us out. As for certain individuals today, I just want to quickly just pick up on obviously certain things because I wasn't here earlier. But with Mendy, obviously poor game. But for me, I think this is maybe his second bad game that he's had for us since he's joined. Remember Everton last season away, he gave away a silly penalty, which I think that was actually the start of. I think we were actually top of the league at that point, and that started the downfall of Turn, which ended up leading to Lampard being sacked. Hopefully that doesn't happen to Tuchel. But yeah, I think he's only had 2 bad games since he's been there. So again, I'll cut him some slack. Jorginho, I thought he added better stability to our midfield. Obviously, West Ham didn't impress us as much as Watford did. So I feel like he helped in that aspect in the first half, although then again, West Ham did sit off. But again, with these calamitous mistakes, like whether you're Ballon d'Or top 3, like whatever it is, he's an experienced player. So you can't be making these mistakes, let alone the fact that you're being put on this pedestal as a Ballon d'Or candidate and all of this nonsense. So shocking from him that he's making these errors. I thought Ruben did pick up second half quite a bit. Obviously Mount, it's good that he's adding like more goals and assists generally to his game, and obviously the goal to see was obviously incredible finish. Ziyech frustrating, although we had that 1 assist, so that's kind of what I've come to expect from Ziyech, where he's kind of like Bruno-esque, where he can be poor, but he can just give you those moments, and I'm hoping that he can produce more consistently like Bruno does, at least numbers-wise. And then I'm going to just say with Lukaku, just to round up, just be patient with him, guys. Again, it's up to the team to really adapt to his style more, because it's not like he's missing a lot of chances. Like, my issue with how we're using him is a lot of runs that he's making, we're just ignoring. So we definitely need to do a better job of actually playing to the £100 million player's style. So I think once we start to do that, we'll see us look consistently more like a better team. So that's my piece.
Let me just hit this before we get out of here, man. From your boy Ninja Tuna, man. Thank you for the dub, man. Thank you so much, Ninja, man. Ninja says, also, what about Tuchel's style of play? He's a great coach, but sometimes, even during his PSG time, he gave bootleg Mourinho vibes. Relax. Tuchel prefers to puzzle with what he has rather than build something to his vision. I mean, look, I will look for me. Look, Tuchel as a manager and so forth, you always have to take a little bit of blame, and I do think that some like playing Hudson-Odoi left wing back. There's no point. There's no point. There's no point because you are losing a lot of the qualities that the can bring in. Like, I just think like what Tuchel is a very good coach. A guy that reaches 2 CL finals back to back in a row knows what he's doing. I just think for Tuchel, you need to have a very clear, specific idea for how this team is supposed to operate. Like, at the end of the day, it is what it is. Chelsea are in this situation right now, and you just need to. Chelsea need a consistent bag to go into. They need a personality and a characteristic to go into for them to be able to say what's up. But I just think that as thing you said, man, it's a bad day at the office, man. And Chelsea have been brought back down to earth. And now you have to basically roll up your sleeves and you just have to get it done. Like, my advice to Tuchel is this is my advice to Tuchel. These are the players that you have. Look at what their strengths are and build a specific characteristic for how this team operates. As I just said right now, Chelsea, I don't know what Chelsea's style is. I can't tell you that, okay, this is Chelsea are this kind of team. I can't tell you how they operate. I just don't know how they operate because they don't have a personality.
I can tell you, HH, it's quite clear how we operate, to be honest. Like, I mean, again,
wait, is it a case of individuals in ISO positions making things happen?
Forward, in terms of going forward, how do we?
In terms of going forward,
how do we?
It is individual. Okay, it's somewhat there, but really, it's okay. Havertz, okay, can you do okay? Mount, it's guys. Ziyech will do one thing, then Havertz will do one thing. Then Mount will do one thing. There is no, okay, we're now singing off the same hymn sheet. We now know what we're going to do. Like Liverpool, you know that, okay, so I'm here, overlap here, boom, boom, boom. Because there isn't a kind of, okay, everybody shares a same idea and chemistry. So we cannot do one touch, give and go because we know everyone like the back of our hand. There isn't a clear understanding of guys in the team, specifically in the attacking setup. So I don't know what their personality is.
So just to pick up on that, like, okay, when it comes to the final third, again, these conversations about how styles of players and whatnot, they can be quite convoluted. But in the final third, yes, you're right. We're not as fluid, and there's not like sort of like that cohesion where like there's certain patterns that always happen in the game with us in the final third. I agree on that. Again, especially compared to our rivals in City and Liverpool, who are now I think 5 or 6 years deep in their projects with Klopp and Pep. Obviously, with us, we're only in year one with Tuchel. So that isn't a set. But in terms of like our build-up play, it's quite clear that we're a possession-based team. We look to stifle teams with possession, to control the game. We play it generally quite safe. And I think the issue with that, and again, you made the point earlier that obviously we need to have sort of like our niche, like our bag that we can go to, that we can just depend on to get goals. And the issue is this system is quite safe generally. Obviously, with the three centre-backs, the wing-backs, they don't push up generally that high, and they are naturally full-backs. But the thing that we don't have is that consistency of who's going to go and get you those goals, or like who's going to create chances on a consistent basis. Because with Man City, they're kind of similar to us in that they kind of rely heavily on the system, but they've just got so many technically proficient players and that little bit of extra stardust quality in their team. Guys like Bernardo Silva, De Bruyne when he's on form, Mahrez when he's on it, Foden when he's on it. That's just a bit of extra quality that we don't necessarily have, although we're better defensively. And then with Liverpool, that's where it just takes it to another level, because right now they've got the top 3 goal scorers in the league. Or sorry, 3 of the top 4 goal scorers in the league. Mo Salah, who's been the best player, along with Bernardo Silva, by far in the Premier League, like just doing crazy stuff. That's what we don't have. And then if you look at Salah just does something even just mad right now, almost led to a goal. But if you look at just our team compared to theirs, who have we got that could potentially be that guy who could consistently bag goals for us? It's only Lukaku. Everybody else, well, the thing is, it's only Lukaku who could consistently be that, because he's proven. He's done it and he's won a league and he's won a league doing that in Italy. He's also close to getting a golden boot here for Everton in the Premier League. So he's somebody who's proven that can do that, because with Mount, can we trust him to do that? What he done today on a regular basis? Not so far, we can't. Havertz something young, inconsistent. Pulisic, I can hardly trust him to even be fit. Ziyech, very streaky player. So for me, that's why we spent £100 million on Lukaku, because he's the kind of guy who could consistently give you those goals. And again, when people say, "Oh, why did we get this profile of player?" People were talking about, "Oh, we want Haaland," and Haaland's the exact same profile as Lukaku. He wouldn't offer anything different other than maybe a bit more raw pace. That's really it. Yes, wait, bro, I told you this from day HH. Haaland is the Caucasian Lukaku. There's not much difference between the two.
I completely look HH. There's a lot of German tax. You have to understand the kind of goals
exactly. But look at the Haaland that he benefits from playing in. Like, look at that Haaland that he always like.
He can't score those kind of goals in the Premier League. He can't do it.
Yes, 100%. Yes, he benefits more than Lukaku on a high line and attacking players and attacking the spaces in behind. Yes, but he's still near enough the same thing as Lukaku. Like, he's not going to offer you something different, like great quick feet in the box, scoring past 2-3 players. No, he's not. No, he's just a powerhouse striker. That's the same thing as Lukaku.
I hope Man City get Holland next season so that people will see what's what I'm saying.
No, we'll see.
I don't think he could. I don't think he could thrive in a Pep system like that. To be honest, I mean, he'll get goals because he's a goal scorer, but in a Pep system, for Man City fans will get frustrated quickly with his touch. Like you'll be hearing the same talk that you hear about Lukaku of Haaland. It's just people don't watch the Bundesliga on a weekly basis.
I need to write down because I need to see this. I need to get through this band up again. So Wing Wubani says Chelsea fans are delusional. Anyways, bye for now.
You got so many haters in this chat.
No. Ford, he's a Chelsea fan. Umbani is a Chelsea fan, so but he's a Chelsea fan who pretty much hates what would we call it? He hates Havertz, man. So guys, look, man. No. Forward look. Let's forward look, man. As I said again, Ford. You say I'm reactionary. Okay, Ford, let's see what happens, man. But Ford, all I'm saying is that by the end of
very
today,
reactionary.
Chelsea could be third. But at the end of the day, Chelsea could be third, and from third position against what these guys, City and Liverpool, can do. Let's just say, okay, let's put it nicely. If Chelsea are third by the end of today, it's going to be an uphill struggle to try and claw back the league title.
I was hoping that we would we would gain a few points, and give ourselves some kind of
just a buffer, a chance.
Yeah, look, we'll see. We'll see what happens, man.
Guys, we've got some easy fixtures coming up on paper, anyways. Leeds at home, Everton at home, then Wolves away. Like we should be able to pick up 7 to 9 points from that, and the picture could look very different from there.
Forward. No. Forward. After Burnley today, Forward. I'm not taking anything for granted. So Forward, we'll cross the bridge when it gets there. Guys, I will see you guys here after the Bayern Dortmund game for the roundup of results, guys. Peace out. Stay true. Keep it real. One love. Peace.